Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, coming to you live this morning from our Eagleville, but we'll be sending things out to our remote hosts today. We have Ken Hovey standing by in Beaver Creek, and Ty Diaz will be roaming around Avon. He's already stopped for his breakfast this morning, so he is ahead of the game over at Avon Bakery and Deli. But thank you for watching us. Today is the 5th of August. It honestly feels a little bit like the end of August, early September. It's interesting. August in the Rocky Mountains is quite different than what you experience in the rest of the nation. You know, where I grew up, August was probably the hottest month of the year. But with that monsoonal rainflow that we had come through earlier this week, really cooled things down, especially overnight. Last night, the skies were clear. So all that heat just disappeared, and we're looking at cooler temperatures today, right around the mid 40s. So nice and cool for sleeping. But we are gonna check in with the weather and give you an idea of what you can expect today. I do believe we're gonna see higher daytime temperatures than what we saw yesterday. But what a gorgeous day yesterday! Plenty of sunshine, real nice, cool, comfortable temperatures. A little bit of smoky haze in the sky that we've been seeing periodically throughout the summer, just from different forest fires, wildland fires throughout the region, not necessarily in our immediate area, but it's amazing how that smoke can travel throughout the region from state to state. But give you an idea of what we're going to have on the show today. We'll have Ken Hovey, like I said, up at Beaver Creek. He'll be talking to the Park Hyatt Beaver Creek, a great hotel right there. We're going to Meredith checking in with Tiler Peck about the Vail Dance Festival. She returns with the New York City Ballet. And then Ty's going to also go over in Avon over to John Packer's fly fishing shop, Fly Fishing Outfitters. And then Ken will also learn about hiking with Sharon Dale at the Beaver Creek Hiking Center and Allison Ritchie with Avalon Clothing. So a lot to do on today's show, but let's check in with our remote hosts and see where they are right now. Okay, Ty Diaz, did you get your, bagel and lox? Is that what you were ordering?
So, Trisha, I'm here at the Avon Bakery right here in the heart of Avon, and 7 o'clock the doors open, and you know me, if I'm finding breakfast, not just coffee, but if I'm at Vail, I'm trying to find that Norwegian, which is a smoked lox and bagel, sort of everything bagel. In this case, it is called the Scottish, and it's the same thing, an everything bagel though, and I like the capers, the red onions. How about you at home? Tomatoes, the sprouts, if that's still a thing, and cream cheese. And did I mention on an everything bagel? And they bake their fresh breads here. They do their own bagels here, Avon Bakery Deli. And each day of the week, you can find a different special, a different theme. And especially at the end of the day, used to be on a Tuesday, like a 2 for Tuesday, or after 4 o'clock, try to grab a sweet deal to clear out their inventory. And the fire roasted, sun roasted tomatoes, that's a really good bread to have inside of there. Today being Thursday, you can find the Cubana as the special. And we all love a really good Cubana sandwich. And there it is, the bread special of the day. It is a cranberry walnut wheat levain. I've never had that. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But it all sounds delicious. This is Avon Bakery Deli, and they have gift cards too.
Oh, very good. Well, and you know what? I know they provide a lot of bread for the area restaurants. They're busy. They are baking all the time over there. Okay. Well, and from when I first checked in with you, quite a few more people in line. This is a popular spot.
This is the place to go. A lot of regulars come here. A lot of the go-to is what people tend to purchase when you're here. And as well as just knowing the staff. You have to love a small town for that. Every morning we can wake up and maybe run into the same person on a Tuesday here on our way to work, on our way to hit the water, hit the rapids, grabbing that group package lunch that you ordered online, ready to go. But here, I found my coffee, and we already know who they get their coffee beans from.
Oh, yes. All right. And who is that? Yeah. Oh, look it looks like yours is ready. Oh, okay, Ty. All right. We'll let you. All right. Yep. You've got yours.
Thank you.
We better give you time to eat that. Okay. We'll give you time to eat your Scottish, the bagel and lox. But Ken Hovey, he's having breakfast with some little friendly critters that he's met throughout the summer. Ken, you brought the breakfast to the horses today. You brought a few little snacks.
Apple chips, once again.
Okay.
They got camera shy right as you about came to me. So they kind of scattered. there's like a pecking order, and we might actually see it go down here,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just like society, but there's a little pecking order out there. And right before you came live to me, the big boss man decided to put his foot down, and he's at the prime time. He's at the prime time eating location. It is a beautiful morning up here today, Trisha. Good to see you this morning. Ty Diaz will be down in Avon throughout our program here on Vail Daily Live. And as you mentioned, Trisha, headed down into the village today. Going to stop by the Park Hyatt. I hadn't been there in a few years, so excited to see what they have to say. It is a nice morning, though. I'm going to say it, though, Trisha. It felt very fallish.
Yes, I agree. I did the same thing. I always sleep with the windows open and the doors open, everything. And wow, today I was like, woo, I wonder what the temperature is this morning. And it is, August is when we kind of switch our brains from summer. We love summer, but we start thinking like, how many days to the ski season?
Yes. I between gypsum getting up this morning, I kind of felt it in the air there. But when I came up to Beaver Creek this morning and jumped out of the car, you could certainly feel that first touch, that little scooch that that it's right around the corner.
I know.
And Trisha, if we have the moisture this winter, like we've had lately, I can only imagine what this would transition to for snow. I mean, we have had torrential rain. Coming up in the program, probably in about the next 15 minutes, if our Vail Daily viewers stick around, I sent in some pretty rare footage from the Eagle River Park. I know we're always talking about tubing, and then we share, surfing earlier in the season. If you noticed the Eagle River yesterday, it was pumping.
Yes.
Not exactly sure why. Some of it, and the day before, some of it was rain, I'm sure, which is a contributing factor. But a lot of it was they opened up the reservoir up at Homestake and Homestake Creek, which is, maybe I've seen it get up to 200-300 CFS during the height of the summertime. It was all the way up to like 500 CFS on what is today, Thursday. On Tuesday, Dowd Chute got up to 4 feet. So coming up in just a little bit, maybe right before we get down to the Park Hyatt, we'll bring up that video of surfing yesterday at the Eagle River Park, something that you typically don't see. Water levels that are conducive to that in August. Good morning, buddy.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a little buddy. Is he coming over to you now?
Coming up. They've settled down a little bit this morning. They're not as interested.
Yeah. So, so this is Beaver Creek Stables, huh?
Yeah. What have you been up to, Trisha? What do you do when the weather turns foul?
Oh man, then I have to change. I gotta find some sweaters. That's what I gotta do. Oh, I've got all my umbrellas now, sweaters. But I think this is great weather now for the rest of the dance festival. I've been into the dance festival a couple of times throughout this summer season, and we're seeing a lot better weather going forward. In fact, tonight they're gonna have dancing in the park, so we'll have that. But Ken, that was interesting. Your buddy was on the cover of the paper yesterday. I thought it'd be you.
Nah, it's all right. We were out there shooting photos with him, Derek. And actually, I don't know if we've got the time. If Meredith's got the footage, right? We're just chatting. We got time in between.
Let's do it.
If she's got it, bring it up. Derek Dreyer, he is the superintendent of the golf course out at Frost Creek, arguably one of the most beautiful courses in the state of Colorado.
Yes.
Place is fantastic. That was him on the front page of the paper yesterday. All of a sudden we saw the graphs just spiking, and it was like, wow, the Eagle River is this high. This was yesterday. We'll send this up full screen. Forgive if it's a little pixelated. But the river waves came in. We've been tubing on this stretch lately. It's been very, very low, down to like 125 CFS. And even yesterday, it was up around, that's Nick Turner and his family. Nick Turner, one of the best whitewater kayakers in the history of kayaking. He lives in Eagle with his family. He was taking them down in a ducky. And there's my little buddy Oliver, one of my kids' good friends, and a few of the other folks that are from Frost Creek, giving it a go and doing some surfing on the Eagle River Park. They have turned the water down a bit, I've noticed. Here comes there's Cover Boy right there, Trisha. He can surf. Showing off for the kids out there. Yeah, there's Derek out there surfing. The water's dropped a lot. I noticed when I left Gypsum this morning, it was still flowing pretty good. But as I got to the upper Eagle up here, passing through Avon, the water was a lot clearer and it had dropped quite a bit. So I think that, quick thing is over. Woohoo! For like 36 hours, and then
Well, Ken,
Yeah.
I was thinking about you because this morning when I was driving on Highway 6 to come here, I saw a vehicle that had their kayak on their car, and I thought, oh yeah, they're trying to get maybe one more day of this unusual runoff, not runoff, but unusual flow that we're seeing for August because
That's right.
typically we only see this in May and June and that time period. So it's it was quite quite a buzz amongst the
Yeah.
whitewater community.
It was like a powder day in August
Yeah.
is what it was like. I'm gonna head over to the Arkansas River today. So that'll put the Eagle and the Ark in 1 week and then hopefully get up to Gore Canyon in the next few days. That water has come back up. Gore Canyon is at over 800 CFS. So the Colorado
Yeah.
has started to rise again. And we'll have more information on that. Nature is in
Well,
abundance up here right now, Trisha. There's a red-tailed hawk right here
what?
circling. Yeah, the ruds. He's just screeching. I don't know if you could hear him. And I'm almost wondering if these guys got a little rambunctious because we've talked about bears and things like that. I wonder if there's something around this morning.
Oh yeah. You know what? You know what's so interesting is you know, the movie, like I think it was Lion King, the birds can tell you a lot of what's going on the ground.
Yes,
I think they kind of jokingly call them the gossips
that's
because they
mhm.
see it all. And one time I spotted a mountain lion in Singletree because I saw some activity of some birds, and I'm like, what are they doing? And it cued me to then look on the ground, and that's when I spotted the bobcat had probably maybe had a kill, and maybe the birds wanted to get in on it as well. But yeah, so I spotted a bobcat. Did I say mountain lion? I meant bobcat. I've
Yeah, it's
never seen
okay.
a mountain lion.
It was bigger than a house cat.
Yes.
Trisha, you are absolutely correct. And that is something that you can utilize all the time. What are the birds doing? They're usually a telltale sign of something. One of the best ways to use them is if you are a fisherman, a saltwater fisherman, you're out
Oh,
in the ocean or in a big bay, you see birds feeding and bait balls and all that. That's where the fish are.
yeah.
They see it all, and they see something this morning. It's all gone quiet, so that makes me nervous.
Okay. Well, you know
I'm
what?
gonna head down into Beaver Creek though, Trisha. I'll have
Okay.
more from the village coming up.
Hey, real quick, I'm sure all this extra flow through the Eagle has affected the fishing. The water maybe not as clear. I'm sure that's gonna be settling down. I stopped by Fly Fishing Outfitters yesterday, and the guides were just saying, yeah, it's gonna be kind of quick. This little extra flow, but did you try going fishing at all yesterday?
I did not. Yesterday was a pure river running bit, but those guys are right. Fly Fishing Outfitters, John Packer and that crew, they'll have more on it. They'll know what to do. Sometimes it disrupts it, a little bump in the radar just for a little bit, and then it snaps right back. The fishing overall this summer has been really good. I would have to say that this water release is good. I'm just, speculating here, but we saw very warm temperatures on the Eagle
Yeah.
to the point that they were asking to stop fishing for a little bit and just kind of making that suggestion. And that water was cold that came down,
Yeah.
out of the bottom of the reservoir. So in my opinion, it was probably good for everything.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why they did it. If anybody out there is tuned in this morning, remember we have our chat. And if you're the authority on why that happened, we'd love to hear. And, in West Virginia and on the East Coast, they get a lot of rain and that brings their rivers up. It's very rare that we're rain dependent and that brings our rivers up. Generally, it is direct snow melt that's running off, or it is dam control. There you go. Oh, good morning.
Oh, there you go.
Or it's dam controlled. And they definitely were releasing water out of Homestake Reservoir. I'm just curious why.
Yeah. Yeah,
Be a good one to find out.
Okay, all right, Ken, we'll let you mosey on down to the
See you later.
village. Okay, we'll see ya. All right, all right. Oh, let's look at our chat. Rodney's tuning in. Please let me get fired by sneak watching Ken and Trish on video. Rodney, don't get fired. You can always watch us later on demand. Rodney Travis tuning in from the East Coast. Good to hear from you, buddy. All right, we're going to give you a weather right now so you can find out how you can plan your day. So for this morning, we've all mentioned it. It is a little cooler. It just has this different feeling in the air from our warm mornings we've been experiencing. For today, right now, we've got Eagle coming in at 46. Edwards and Vail also at 46 and Avon at 48. Denver, 63 degrees. Sometimes it's nice to know what's happening on the Front Range. But for Edwards today, we'll see a high of 80. And as we go through the different towns, Eagle, 84. And then if we bring it back up Valley to Avon, we'll see a high right around 79. And for Vail, which is higher in elevation, we will see 76. So anywhere from the mid 70s to the low 80s is what we are going to experience today for daytime highs and plenty of sunshine. We could see maybe a little bit of that smoky haze that's been in the sky. And I experienced that this morning when I was driving in, and not quite sure where that's from, if it's from anything in Colorado that we're battling right now as far as fires are concerned. Luckily, that rain has really helped out in that department. Hopefully, we'll see a less chance of wildland fires occurring throughout the rest of the month. But the next couple of days look like this. We'll see similar temperatures for Friday. Maybe a few clouds popping through and a slight chance of showers throughout your Friday. But then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, looks like we're going to see some beautiful blue skies, plenty of sunshine, temperatures nice and comfortable in the 70s and 80s. And that, once again, is great for the Vail Dance Festival. Now, today we're taking things down to the park in Avon, Nottingham Park, and they've got the big performance pavilion, the wonderful stage that's right next to the lake. So Ballet X will be dancing on that stage tonight for free. It's a show that'll start at 5:30. So if you're working today, just pop on over to Avon, bring a blanket or a lawn chair. If you're vacationing, make this a part of your schedule. You can roll over to Avon, maybe head out on the lake earlier on some stand-up paddle boards. They have a paddle boat. You can do some fishing in that lake also. But great that they're offering this free activity for Ballet X. And it's just a neat way to experience it. You can find out more by going to vaildance.org for more details. But luckily, the forecast is cooperating with the Dance Festival. It wasn't quite the story earlier in their season. They just kicked off on July 30th, and we're happy to see more cooperative weather. This weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their broker professionals to help you live the life you love. We're going to take it to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll find out more what's happening in the town of Avon with Ty Diaz, and we'll roam around Beaver Creek with Ken Hovey.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
We are back. I want to give you a look at the headlines. And of course, we want to thank the people that fuel us. Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. You can find them in their original location in Minturn, where their roastery is, or you can pop over to Beaver Creek. They have a new location, new as of last winter. So if you haven't been to Beaver Creek in a while, it's where the old Starbucks was. So fuel your adventure with Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. But headlines for today, it's Thursday, the 5th of August, and on the cover, speaking of Beaver Creek, we have Ben McCord. He's 5 years old, of Dallas. He gets air on the Trampoline Wednesday at Beaver Creek. The weekend forecast calls for warm and drier weather. You can learn more by checking out this photo on the cover. But also on the cover, headlines for today: Vail green lights housing. Town Council overturns Design Review Board's rejection of residences at Main Vail. Clearing way for workforce housing project. Housing is a big topic here. Learn more about this on page A3. And also in today's paper, full Gallup. large effort underway to rid wild horses from areas managed by BLM White River Field Office. You can learn about these efforts on page A2. And then also a lot of different stories in today's paper about maybe some open spaces, open access. Eagle aims to broaden access to open spaces. That can be found on page A4. And then we've got a lot of fun things going on with our ads and different things that you can do and enjoy, such as the Festival of the Arts on Lake Street. Howard Allen Events has done an art show in Beaver Creek for 32 years. They're bringing this show down to Avon this weekend. So that should be awesome. So check out today's paper. If you miss a day, you miss a lot. You can find all this information online or pick up your free copy in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Gibson. And one other thing that we're doing, the Best of the Vail Valley nomination period is right now. It's going to end tomorrow. So after the 6th, you won't be able to nominate any of your favorite businesses, but we'll have our voting period kick off on August 16th. So nominations right now. Voting period will start on the 16th. You just go to vaildaily.com/best of Vail Valley 2021. We do this every year, and we even did it during the pandemic. We kind of had a special pandemic edition, but it's just neat. It's Reader's Choice. And this little magazine will come out after it's done. So it's nice to just have this. Or if you're visiting, pick this up. So if you're looking for the best brewery, the best happy hour, best fine dining, best brunch, you're going to find it in our book. Oh, best romantic place to go on a date. All right, we've got plenty of topics in here. So check it out on our website and nominate today and tomorrow. And then voting, once again, will start in mid-August. So that's a look at your headlines. Are we going to do weather? Should we send it out to someone for the weather? Okay, let's take a look at some of our shots we're getting from our hosts today. Oh, what a gorgeous morning. You know, you can just see, you can almost feel that dew on the grass. We typically don't have dew out here, but I think with all the moisture that's been around this week, we've got a little bit of that dew and a little bit of that haze. And the National Weather Service is calling for patchy smoke today. Even though we'll have the sunshine, it will be affected. We won't have those crystal clear blue skies just because of this haze that we are seeing from fires from someplace. I'm not quite sure where. We've been known to get them from as far as Oregon, Wyoming, Arizona. It just depends on how the jet stream's traveling, high pressure systems, all that. But this is the top of the Hay Meadow lift, which is the beginner gondola at Beaver Creek. Ken Hovey was near there. He was just above there by the horse stables. But that is such a popular place for many people to learn, adults and kids alike. So, all right. Thanks so much, Ken, for that beauty shot. Should we have Ty do the weather, Meredith?
I think
is he ready?
Good. Yeah,
okay. All right. Hey, Ty. All right. Can you give us the weather brought to you by Betteridge?
Sure. Well, here's what we're going to find. I'm actually moving around, Trish. I'm really excited for our fly fishing segment. So I'm sure you know the spot off of Highway 6, right near the main entrance to Beaver Creek, where you'll find the wetland and riparian ecosystem.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down there and see if I can spy any activity before I meet up with the fly fishing outfitters. But as you can see, plenty of sunshine where I'm standing in this area. And as you look behind me as well, the west end, you can find nice, gorgeous coverage of trees. Temperature-wise, feeling the chill in the air out here. But the sky conditions are looking quite good, though. We do have a return of a lot of that haze that you were just describing in one of your other weathers earlier. But here's how the day's going to improve. Today is Thursday. If you have one of those Throwback Thursday photos of you watching Vail Daily Live, send it to us. We'd love to see that. But we're looking for our temperatures comfortably to make their way into the mid to upper 70s, as you can see right there, up and down the valley in different places. We're going to keep some wind speed with us today, too. A lot of talk about what season are we truly in for this stage, the first week of August. But the cooler temperatures are certainly welcomed. That's why a lot of you have traveled so far to be with us from Texas, from Florida, some of those hotter places. But we're looking for chances of showers to also be in the forecast later on. It happens, Trisha. I mean, think about this. Following the news about a lot of the fires that we've been receiving and having the haze and the smoke in our atmosphere creates its own type of weather. So wherever the smoke is coming from, our weather forecast could change just like y punto, just like that. But as we look at the next couple of days, we're talking about that Dance with Sunshine. We're rolling into the weekends. We're taking our way into activity outside. We're being very mindful about nature and our campfires, if we're doing any of that, but finding those float trips, or at least those ankle wading trips, being we're talking about those lower levels of water. But it's kind of cool where Ken's been hanging out, where the surf is found. So why not explore Eagle today and get out there and observe? They have that natural kind of bleacher section over there to just watch the new sport of surfing in the mountains. Who's ever heard of that? This weather is brought to you by Betteridge, fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897. They're located in Solaris. And Trisha, you know, it's really funny, again, talking about surfing in the mountains, it's kind of that same conversation. Some might want to make an argument. Where do you find fresh fish in the mountains? Like, you know, your sushi, you know, salmon, tuna, the mountains, I don't know, but it's all fresh here and it can be caught. But with fly fishing, released.
Yes, caught and released. All right. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Do you ever order trout on the menu? If it's there, you know, a little bit of a Colorado trout.
So at Maya restaurant over there, the lobby bar, if you remember, and we just had Leanne Rhymes performing in Beaver Creek just a few weeks ago, ran into her there having a glass of wine before one of her performances, and I ordered the smoked trout with the dipping, and we just kind of like laughed and talked about, you know, music and what her set and the glass of wine before the show, and we enjoyed the little smoked trout dip that they have there at the Westin. And that's the rooftop that you see behind me here.
Okay, all right. I get your proximity. I see the river behind you, the Eagle River. So Ty is making his way towards the fly fishing shop, Fly Fishing Outfitters. But right now he's that's kind of cool that they have that sign with the riparian and the ecosystems down there, so you can learn a little bit the wetlands. So all right, Ty.
And that's
all
Bob
right.
the Bridge. In case
Bob
you
the
ever
Bridge.
wondered what that bridge is there, Avon Bakery Deli, that's known as Bob the Bridge. I'm sure you knew that, Trisha.
I know. Over there used to be a Bob the Bridge festival in
Really?
Avon. I know. Yeah, for a couple of years. Yeah, so kind of funny. I don't know how I got the name Bob. If anyone knows, please let us know here at the Vail Daily.
Just give us rumors. Make up a story of why it's called Bob. We love a good dish.
Yeah, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. Just if you know why they called it Bob, we'll take it. Okay, Ty, we will check in with you. We'll let you get on your way. I know you got to travel downriver to the Fly Fishing Outfitters, so we'll be checking in with him in just a little bit. And we're gonna go to a commercial break, and then when we come back, we had a chance to sit down with Tiler Peck, principal ballerina at the New York City Ballet, and we'll find out more details about the Vail Dance Festival, which is going on right now.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
All right, we are back. Want to let you know what's happening with today's dance festival. If you haven't done so already, pick up this great magazine about the Vail Dance Festival. On the cover, you'll see Calvin Royal III. He is their artist in residence this season, and I had a chance to go to the up-close rehearsal-style performance on Sunday night, and just everything that people had to say about Calvin and working with him and how hard of a worker he is just amazing. So Calvin wasn't like most dancers who maybe start when they're about 2 years old, 3 years old. He started when he was 14, and he just worked and worked and worked and worked and learned as much as he could. And Damien Wetzel, the artistic director at the Vail Dance Festival, said that normally Mondays, that's the day off for the dancers. but Calvin would always be in rehearsals, just working with a private dance coach instructor and just learning as much as he could. So very well deserved honor to have Calvin on the cover of this magazine. And Calvin actually said, since this is magazine cover and this photo is everywhere, it's plastered all over Manorvale, it's on the big banners. Calvin, he's so humble. He said he's just a little overwhelmed that his picture is everywhere. But if you get a chance to see Calvin this weekend, the International Evenings of Dance will be going on Friday and Saturday. And it's 2 different shows. So you can go Friday and Saturday and see something different. Now, one thing on Saturday, they will have 2 performances, one at 5 p.m. and one at 8 p.m. So if you want to get tickets, they have lawn seats. Children 12 and under are free on the lawn. And then seats at the actual performance, those will cost you anywhere from, I think they start at $60 and then go all the way up to $140. So it's, if you want covered seating, but I don't think you'll need it because of the weather. It's just if you want to be closer to the action. So go to vaildance.org for more information to get the details. But tonight we have a free performance in Avon. We're so excited about that. And it's going to be Dancing in the Park with Ballet X. So at 5:30 is the start time for that. Should be a beautiful afternoon. Head on down for it. But the dancers have been very busy working on collaborations. And it's amazing what they can come up with and how they basically work on it while they're here. So while they're performing at night, they've got their different dances they're doing during the day. They're learning all new material for now premieres, which happens on Monday, the closing night of the festival. But our very own Meredith Kirkman, who is a dancer herself, she got to sit down with Tiler Peck and talk about her experience doing choreography, kind of, she's still pretty new at it, and how she feels to be back here after the pandemic.
Hey there, we're here at the Ford Amphitheater, and I'm here with Tiler Peck, and we are so excited to see her grace the stage again at the Vail Dance Festival after a year of being gone, but we're just so excited to see you perform. So thank you for taking the time today.
I'm so happy to be back. It's just wonderful to be back in Vail and on this stage.
You've been here for so long. Everyone loves you here.
I think this is my 13th year, something
That's
like that.
amazing.
I tried to do the calculation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it must feel good to be back on the stage. How does it feel to be back at the Ford Amphitheater, but also just performing live again?
It's really quite emotional for me because this is actually, I didn't dance here for 2 years because I missed the pandemic and then I was injured the previous year. So I was here choreographing, but for me, I thought, am I gonna feel really nervous? And I think because I do feel at home here, I felt so comfortable on the stage the first night that I went out there. So I don't know, Vail just kind of feels like a second home to me here. So it's really wonderful to be back on stage dancing with other dancers, instead of just by myself, giving myself class. So it's really overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You did such an amazing job at adapting in the pandemic with Turning Out with Tyler. Tell us what you were up to during the pandemic to, stay in shape and inspired.
Yeah, I think for me, because I had just gone through the injury, I couldn't take another year off. I had literally just gotten back and done like Swan Lake, and I felt like, okay, I'm finally back, and then shut down. So I went to California because my mother has a dance studio there, so I thought, okay, at least I can have space, and that's where the class, I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to give myself class every day anyways for me to stay in shape, but I'm sure there's so many other people out there who are in the same boat. So I thought, why not just try an Instagram live? I had never done one ever. I didn't know how to do it. And I was like, I didn't even know what the numbers were. Like, it was like 1,500, 2,000. I was like, I'm sure 20 people or something took. Like, I literally didn't know what I was doing. And then it just became this thing that everybody, I feel like, really looked forward to. And when I started receiving like messages about how much it was helping people, I just thought, okay, this is something I need to keep up, because it really was so easy for me just to kind of share what I know during the time, and it helped me do class every day. You know, it's like, okay, people are counting on me. You have to get up and you have to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I love little notifications and connecting with you in that way. And I think that you paved the way for a lot of other dancers to feel empowered to take class at home or reach out and take other classes virtually. It's a whole new thing. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
But now you're back here dancing and creating new work. I know you've been getting involved more with choreography, so tell us about this new work you're creating.
Yeah, I mean, Damien, I'll never forget, it was on my birthday when he very first asked me, like, so I think it's time we start talking about you choreographing at the festival. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And he somehow got me to do it that first year, and it went pretty well. And so then the second year he goes, I think you should do another one. And I said, maybe we should just like let it go. Like, it was beginner's luck, like let's just let it be. And he said no. And I was also injured. So for me, I choreograph so much on my own body that I was like, I don't actually know if I can choreograph if I can't really physically move myself. And he was like, well, just get in a room with your dancers and try it. And if it gets too much, come to me and tell me. So I'm so glad that he like kind of pushed me to do that, because I love the piece Thousandth Orange that premiered. And you know, I got to still be at the festival even though I wasn't dancing. So it was good for me mentally, I think, too, to stay around dance. And then of course he asked me again, like, how about you do another one? And so this year I'm working with Calvin Royal III and Mira, who's a young core member at New York City Ballet, who I've just loved since she very first got in the company. And then my two staple guys, Chris Grant and Roman Mejia. They've been in every one of my ballets. I think that they're like my comfort zone, because like I just know them so well. So I'm really, and it's to Caroline Shaw music again. So that will be premiering on the Now program. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yesterday I said, actually guys, like, thank you for making this look better than it is. So hopefully it comes out good.
Well, you sound like a true choreographer with her dancers and her vision coming to life. So we can't wait to see that at Now Premieres, which is closing out the dance festival. But break a leg the rest of this festival. And thanks for taking the time. She's got to go off to rehearsal, but thank you again, Tyler.
Bye.
Oh, it's so fun to see Tiler Peck back. That's amazing. She's been here a dozen years, and it seems like a family reunion when all these people come back once again. So if you do get a chance to get out to the dance, we do have the free event tonight, and then the international evenings happening on Friday and Saturday, and then closing night, Now Premieres, will be on Monday. And for more details, you can go to the website vaildance.org. But weather-wise, here's what we're expecting. I felt so bad for the dance festival, the first part of the event, because there was so much rain, but there are such diehard fans that will sit on the lawn. I've been on the lawn. I was with the Vail Dance ambassadors on Saturday night, and pretty much on cue, we all flipped up our umbrellas at the same time. We had a light rain on Sunday, but Friday was a different story. So, but the weather's improving for all the dance festival activities that are outside this year. For Vail, we're going to see temperatures rise into the mid 70s. And then we'll see things down valley, 84 for a high in Eagle. So it always is a bit warmer down valley because they're lower elevation. But the next couple of days look like this. We're going to see pretty much clear skies, except for a slight chance of showers on Friday. But then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we inch up into the 80s in down valley, and probably the upper 70s for Vail. Just going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous week. So get out there and play. I know that we survived all the rain this earlier, especially on, what was it, Tuesday, when we had that all-day soaker, which is so good for our lawns, our golf courses, just the rivers, our whole environment can use that rain in our valley. So we're glad that we had it. And fire restrictions, we don't have any stage 1 fire restrictions. All of that has been lifted. So if you are going to go camping this weekend, campfires are allowed, but still be careful. When you're leaving the campground, make sure you have plenty of time to put out any of your fires. The bucket of water, stir it up, make sure you don't leave any hot coals. So just be careful out there. Even though we have received rain, you do want to make sure you're being responsible out on the camping trip. But this weather was brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. Last night they had their March 4th marching band concert at the Performance Pavilion. I saw some pictures of it. It looked like it was a great time. That March 4th marching band, they are quite a show. Just a huge multi-piece band. Usually there's a stilt walker. They're kind of dressed in circus regalia. It's amazing. But they had a great night for that last night. I know that Avon has had some rain problems when Ozo Motley was here. So I'm glad that they were able to get in the whole show and that it was sunny for everybody. But that's a look at the weather. And we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to give you some details on what's happening up at Beaver Creek. And we'll pop in and find out where Ty Diaz is in Avon.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know.
Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
All right, we are back with Vail Daily Live. Ty has found his way over to the Fly Fishing Outfitters in Avon. Hi, Ty. How's it going?
Yes, doing great. Trisha Swenson. I'm talking with John Packer. Wish we can get him on camera right now, except this is with the busiest day that they've had all summer long to this point. And that's exciting news, too. And learning with, I think it was another guy named Kip that I spoke with, and he said he had the opportunity to take out some Vail Daily staff recently.
Yes.
One of the Marks. And some other producers there recently. What do you know about that?
He did. You know what? It was Mark Werzer, our publisher, and he also took out our very own executive producer, Scott Sternberg. When Scott was here and we were launching the show, they went out with Fly Fishing Outfitters. Kip was their guide, and they caught a lot of fish. That's what they told me. I'm not sure if they're telling me a fishtail, but they had photos and everything. They had a great time. Yeah,
well, I was in the chain smoking. Wake up to a cup of coffee and a cigarette kind of crew over here, so I didn't stick around for much conversation. I'm not one for smoke in my lungs. But hey, speaking of lungs, are you the type to enjoy water? Because these guys, again, they're very busy today. A lot of toys around the corner. You'll see more of the rigs over here. 2-3 more boats pulling back here. On the other side of this blue Jeep, more outfitting going on. Fishing poles inside of this bad boy. Another guy walks up to me and says, "Are you taking a picture?" Whoop, lost our picture there. But there we have it. We're live. And that's what's happening out here. But it continues on, as you can see. But let's give these guys some time. Come back to me, and we'll share with you what's going on with the outfitters.
Okay, you know what, Ty? I was actually at Agave yesterday having a taco lunch, and I could see all those vehicles, and Montana was one of the license plates, and then all these like fishing stickers, and
Right.
that blue Jeep, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hi, guys.
Yeah, here's John.
Hey, John.
John, are you ready for your close-up?
I'm ready. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
This is
John,
Packer
I know
with
it's
the Fly Fishing Outfitters. We're seeing the toys back here. We're just kind of stalling for time.
No,
let's catch
okay.
something and let's release it. What's going on?
Well, fishing's good. I mean, the rain really helped things out. We're, a bunch of us are floating the Eagle River today. We're wading the Eagle River. The water temperatures have come down. And we're back up on the Colorado River. Where things are pretty fluid in the fly fishing business this week.
Especially today.
Exactly. So I've got guides that are going to be on the Colorado River. I got guides that are going to the Eagle River. Guides that are going to be on the Gore Creek. So we're all over the place.
Doing what?
Fly fishing. Maybe catching a few fish as we go along.
And what kind of fish are we catching out there for those that are learning about fly fishing in the area and what could be caught around here?
Well, we mostly brown rainbow trout, occasional cutthroat. This central part of Colorado is one of the best fisheries in the state, and it's a lot of fun. It's very diverse. There's a little bit of everything. Whether or not you're a rookie, just learning the sport, or whether or not you've been fishing all your life, there's a little bit of everything for everybody.
A little bit of everything for everyone, and that's the diversity you could find as far as programs that are available at the fly fishing outfitters right here in Avon. Everywhere from something from kids to clinics to just the education, and tell us more about that.
Well, we're doing Orvis 1 and 2 day schools that we've been doing here for over a dozen years now. We do those right through the month of September. You can find those on our website at flyfishingoutfitters.net. Also, every Wednesday we do a kids camp for kids 8 to 15 years old, where we basically give them a miniature Orvis fly fishing school where they learn everything from casting a fly rod to rigging a fly rod to hopefully catching some fish.
How long has the Fly Fishing Outfitters been around? Because I bet you some of those kids have grown up and have joined the team.
We actually have quite a few of our guides now that started out in our kids camp. We've been here since 1992, and I'm looking over here at a couple of the guys that basically started walking in here when they were about 6 or 7 years old, and now they're making a living at fly fishing.
All right, and maybe you would care to make a living of it too, or at least live a little today with the Fly Fishing Outfitters. I don't know if you guys have room to book more.
We do. Today's a little full, but going forward, we do have some openings left. So give us a call. We'd love to get you out there.
Getting onto their website, you can find out more about what's available at the Fly Fishing Outfitters. There, you can also find out how to prepare for an experience like today.
Correct.
On the dressing level with the hat and the glasses and the shirt, protecting yourself from those harmful rays of the sun while still taking in that experience and catching those fish, documenting your experience, and releasing them back out there. Don't want to hold anybody up. Anything else you want to share with it? Trisha Swenson, anything?
John, I got a question for you. Yesterday when I was there and in the parking lot, I saw, cars from Montana. Cars from,
your audio's really low. We can't hear you coming out of there. I'm not sure the audio level has changed. But we thank you very much. We'll catch him off camera. You enjoy the day.
All right.
Now back to Trisha Swenson.
Okay, thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great to see John Packer. I stopped in there yesterday, and he said, wow, every one of our guides were going out pretty much 2 trips a day. But he said they do have some availability tomorrow. So if you have fly fishing on your radar for something that you can do, definitely call them up. You can give them a call. You could stop by their location too. And they do have waiters and everything that you can rent in case you just want to go out on your own. But I would suggest going with the guides right now. And like John said, things are changing so much with like that crazy increase of flow on the Eagle. And then what's been going on with the Colorado because of the floods and the mudslides down in Glenwood Canyon. So go with them. They'll know where to go, where to take you, and what's up. They've got their finger on the pulse of what's happening there. So that was Ty Diaz with John Packer at Fly Fishing Outfitters. But now we're going to switch gears and talk about some live music that's happening today. And what's cool about Thursdays is almost every town has some free live music. It's pretty amazing. Now, so for today, we're going to take it down Valley first. So Showdown Town is an awesome concert that happens. It's a Thursday night series, and there's not many left. There's only about 2 left tonight and next week. So Steely Dead is the band that's going to be there this evening. So Steely Dead creates a musical hybrid of the Grateful Dead and Steely Dan, as the title tells you. Steely Dead is committed to the nuance of both bands while remaining playful with jam segues between songs, delivering a unique musical blend. Steely Dead is for fans of both or either of these great bands, and this will be a fun show for you. Doors open, or gates open actually, at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. Absolutely free. You can see a picture of the park here. Just a great place to go, especially if you are down Valley. Now, another one that we have going on, The Band by the River. This is a new series happening in Riverwalk and Edwards. So between the buildings of Riverwalk And then you've got the bike path and the river. That's what this little amphitheater is. And they've got stones you can sit on. They're going to have some beer and food available. Tonight, the Vail Valley Band will be playing, and that is comprised of a lot of just local great musicians. They try to just get acts from our local area. This summer's nonprofit spotlight is Access Unbound. So gates open at 5 here, and then the band plays from 6 to about 8 p.m. And then Thursday afternoon club, this is at the Broken Arrow in Arrowhead. The Arrowhead Homeowners Association have come together, and they're bringing out Twang Box, and that will be from 5 to 8 p.m. So just the patio of the Broken Arrow, maybe take a hike before, maybe walk up Cresta, get some exercise, and then come back and enjoy everything at the Broken Arrow. That's such a fun place to listen to live music in the wintertime. And then Minturn, the Little Beach Amphitheater, they have some great music that'll be happening on their stage from 6 until 8 p.m. If you haven't ever been to the Little Beach Amphitheater, so cool. It's so cute. It's just kind of nestled up against the Eagle River. It's kind of got the sloped seating with the way the terrain is, and it's south of town, just not very far. You can maybe grab a bite to eat or bring out your picnic, and you'll be good to go for Minturn. And then we do have a paid show tonight with Vail Jazz. Now, Vail Jazz at Vail Square is their headliners that come in every Thursday. So for August 5th, we have Anything Mose. John Chin plays the music of Mose Allison featuring Richard Julian. So this show will be at 6 p.m. and you can get your tickets for it right there in Lion's Head. So the Arabelle, where the ice rink is, they cover that with a tent all summer long. So rain or shine, this happens, but we're going to have good weather tonight. But it is really neat to hear the jazz musicians. They've been doing this every Thursday since the early part of July. They have a few more of these because this will lead all the way into their big Vail Jazz Labor Day party, which is, of course, on Labor Day. It goes for multiple days, multiple venues. Just been such a tradition here. So we're excited to have Vail Jazz return, I think, for its 27th year. Last weekend, Ann Hampton Calloway was there. So we're excited to have Vail Jazz back. So pick up your little Vail Jazz magazine if you want to learn more about the shows. They have a free concert on Sunday nights, and that's just a great way to go. Such wonderful music tonight. So find yourself a great venue to go to. You don't have to go very far. When we come back, we're going to check in with some Beaver Creek events and talk to Ken Hovey, who is standing by in Beaver Creek.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Okay. All right. We are back. I want to give you some details on what's happening at Beaver Creek. We just mentioned all the live music that's happening throughout the different towns up and down Valley. Tonight, the Villar Performing Arts Center welcomes Amy Grant back to the stage. She has been returning to the Villar stage for many, many years. She likes to take a little trip out to Colorado, usually in early August right now, but she has 6 Grammy Awards, 26 Dove Awards, 30 million albums worldwide, and she'll play tonight at 8 p.m. You can learn more about this concert and a couple more that they've added for the season by going to villarpac.org to catch the details. But they always have great shows. They just had Tedeschi Trucks. They did Fireside Live on Tuesday night to a sold-out crowd. Evil Woman, the ELO, Electric Light Orchestra tribute band, they were there last weekend. But Beaver Creek also also has what they call Move and Groove. So tonight you can get some dance lessons while listening to a live band. And it's all part of the weekly activities that happen up at Beaver Creek. So tonight the band is called After Midnight. And the Move and Groove goes on between 7 and 9 p.m. And it's right there at the ice rink stage. So where the ice rink is in the winter, they transform that into a little backyard with backyard games, picnic tables. They have yoga and dryland fitness during the mornings, and then the bands play in the afternoons. So that'll be this evening, once again, from 7 to 9 for a little bit of dancing and so much more. And then this weekend, we bring back Zusammen. And Zusammen is drink, dine, gather. Zusammen is a German word, just basically meaning bringing the community together around great food. And we're going to have some music as well. Spinfini will be taking the stage again for the remaining Zusammen events. So we've got that this Saturday and then next Saturday. And then we have 2 going on in September. But Zusammen is an all-female electric string quartet. They play anything from Metallica to Mozart. So it's really fun to have them. So put that on your calendar for Saturday. And the music, the food will be happening or going on between noon and 4. A lot of the restaurants might have different booths, or you can grab something from a different restaurant and sit out by the ice rink. And they have the common consumption area too, where if you are 21 or older, you can buy an adult beverage at any of the restaurants and walk around the plaza, do a little shopping, go check out Zusammen. So that's going on this weekend. And a good way to figure out what's happening in Beaver Creek is to download their app. They have a brand new app that they launched last winter. And that's going to give you details on maybe if there's a trunk show or a sale with some special offers at some of the shops, mountain info, transportation, activities, and a whole lot more. But don't take it from me. Let's take it up to Ken Hovey. He is standing by up at Beaver Creek. He made his way over to the Park Hyatt, which is that landmark hotel right down by the base of the slopes. Such a great place to go. Hello.
Good morning, Trisha. How are you?
Oh, good.
You know what, Trisha, before we even get to the interview, good morning, Heidi.
Good morning.
Heidi is in charge of sales and marketing here at the Hyatt. We were talking about the pool party they used to have, Trisha. Do you remember the pool party?
The slip and slides. Oh, I remember that. That was a fun time.
I'm just learning about it.
I'm a big fan already of Heidi's because she's considering like bringing that back. All right, let's get to the interview. We love her already. Great to see you this morning, Heidi.
Thank you.
When I came up here, Trisha, like so many other people, I said, I used to work at the Park Hyatt. Yeah, I was at the concierge desk here.
Yeah.
This is a landmark property in Beaver Creek. Tell us about it.
It's such a wonderful location. A lot of people, when they come here for the first time, they realize that they're going to come over and over again. We have so many repeat guests and wonderful friends and locals that come up here because of the staff that we've had for years and years. We were talking about some of the bellmen that we have that have been here since the hotel opened.
I saw Goldfine when I pulled in. I was like, hey, man, how are you? So great to see them. Right. They are friendly. They're knowledgeable. And it's not like you go through a whole new staff all the time. So it is good to see them. But also, I mean, look at your location.
Right.
We were about to set this up inside, which has a spectacular view, but you take one step outside the door and you are literally on Beaver Creek Mountain.
Yeah, and a lot of people we're very fortunate this summer, like a lot of the other hotels have been very busy, and we continue that into the fall because of the fresh air up here in the mountains and all of the outdoor spaces and activities that we can offer for our customers and our guests. And in addition to that, some of the people that have been coming for a long time know that the Park Hyatt has pure rooms. So for those people that are a little bit uncomfortable still traveling, we have rooms at the hotel that people can purchase that have a 99.99% antimicrobial and antiviral filter in the room. So I think that's a good opportunity for people that maybe are still a little nervous, although we have quite a few people that come that are excited to be outside.
They're not nervous at all. They are just rolling into town. Oh, we'll get rid of our weak battery and coming to the mountains, especially Front Range, Western Slope, and with the closure in the canyon, it's kind of like everything stops right here. A lot of summer activities going on. Many people think of skiing and riding for the winter, but tell us about some of the stuff that you have going on this summer.
We've been very lucky because the Exhale Spa that is here, which many people that have been coming for a long time remember as Allegria, has a very very large wellness program. So we do hiking up the mountains. There's mountain biking through Vail resorts, obviously. We have the Village Green, which has the slacklining, as well as the miniature golf and the bouncy. I don't even know what the name of that is, but you can strap yourself in.
A rebound trampoline.
Right, rebound trampoline.
Putt-putts right there.
Right, the putt-putts there. So quite a few things in addition to the shopping and dining that the Village offers. It's a little bit of a relaxing escape up here in Beaver Creek. So we'd like to really talk about that.
It's been a couple years since I've been here, and I don't know when the remodel happened, but walking into the lobby, so cool. I thought it was like fire that was coming out.
Oh,
it's like this little fog machine, and also the new little sort of side restaurant, little pick and go, grab and go. Even guests, if they're not staying at the Hyatt, I'd imagine they can go in there and pick something up and check it out. Sit at the bar too. Whose idea was that? Because that is like the coolest bar in Beaver Creek now.
It's, it's a nice place to get a seat because again, like we mentioned, we have quite a few bartenders that have been here a while that will remember your drink, whether that's good or bad. And then the nice thing is that we do have the market. We had a full lobby renovation a couple of years ago. And so the light fixture, if you haven't seen inside, we invite you to come and join us for some of our happy hours. But the light fixture is reminiscent and was created to remind people of ice crystals falling from the sky, which we have year round here, even though sometimes they melt before they hit the ground in the summer.
That is true. I thought it was beautiful. Just a piece of art. We're going to take it back. I know Trisha is there. Trisha, hopefully she's there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, she's hanging on every word. She loves the Hyatt. The Hyatt, I mean, you and I know, Trisha, every local knows. We do these interviews with hotels. They're like, oh, the Park Hyatt. I want to listen to this one. A lot of interest.
Well, we call it mountain beachfront to be right there. And it's just so nice. It's so nice for families. I've had a lot of friends that have come to town and it's so easy. Ski school's right there in the winter. And do you have your fire pit that's going on? Oh, I guess they're leaving. Okay.
That was good.
All right.
That was perfect.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yes. So Park Hyatt, you can't miss it. It is right there by the base of the Hay Meadow Gondola, which is the beginner gondola at Beaver Creek. Check out the restaurant 8100 as well. They've got a beautiful patio there, so it's fun to check out. But a few things that we're doing right now. Hey, we got our lens of the day, and this is the sampan. I thought since we were talking about fly fishing with John Packer, and we're about to do the fly fishing report, I'd bring out these. So Costa used to be Costa Del Mar. They've kind of just dropped it to Costa. They've been a company around for about 4 decades now, and they originally were a fly fishing company, and they were creating glasses for the situations you might find out on the water, whether it's deep sea fishing or river fishing. But they also have really popular styles that are more fashionable as well. This is the sampan, and a little bit more of a square lens, but it could still be used for sport. But also you could just take it out at the end of the day, and they have a lifetime warranty. You can put prescription in any of their lenses, and Eyepieces of Vail can help you with that. So this lens of the day brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision, and they can do prescriptions while you're here. So if you're here for a couple days, stop in. They can either have one of their doctors on site check out your eyes, or they can even do basically a phone in. After the pandemic, even before the pandemic, they were doing the telehealth style calls for your prescription, but you can get things dialed in, and it's amazing. Even the most fancy styles of sunglasses, you can get your prescription put in there. So look for Eyepieces. They have 7 locations, one over in Snowmass, and then the other 6, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Vail, and Lions Head. We're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we'll give you some weather details, and we'll find out where in the world Ty Diaz is.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Oh, I love listening to a little bit of that 30 seconds of fly fishing zen, brought to you by Fly Fishing Outfitters. Also, our fishing report brought to you by Fly Fishing Outfitters. So we did have a chance to check in with John Packer. He was so busy this morning because they were just sending out trip after trip. Ty Diaz was in that parking lot. You could see those boats. But John said, things are changing so much right now with the rain and how it affected the flows and maybe if they released any water upriver. So you may want to check in with them. You do want to check in with them before you go out. So it's an Orvis endorsed fly fishing shop, locally owned and operated since 1992. And they do Orvis and clinics throughout the weeks. They've got the kids fly fishing camp for the 8 to 15-year-olds on Wednesdays. And I thought it was really interesting that John said that some of the fly fishing guides now went through those programs when they were kids. So it is a lifelong sport. You can learn it at any age, any gender. So get on out there and have some fun with the Fly Fishing Outfitters. Check out their website for more details, flyfishingoutfitters.net. But speaking of which, we do have Ty right in front of one of the boats. He's going to give us some details on the weather. Ty, yeah, they're moving out the trips, right?
Oh, Trisha, very, very, very busy hustle and bustle going on right now. We've already seen about 7 tours already leave. More, the second wave, the next set of bookings and reservations are making their way now. Really some heavy movement going on here for fly fishing. Didn't realize how big this activity is until you get to this parking lot at this time of the morning to get set up to head on out. And I can't say that I'm in the best location. If you remember earlier, there was maybe 1, 2, 3. There was a couple other vehicles right through there on the backside of where I'm standing. Big day. And that's for the people who made reservations to go out with the outfitters. But you can also find how big this sport is right here on West Beaver Creek Boulevard. Just people walking down the street, heading for some drop-in right here in Avon to do a little bit of fly fishing going on right now. But here's what we're going to take a look at right now for your day. If you're planning on heading out on the water or you're heading out on the day, look at the weather brought to you by Possibilities in Avon, where you can find weekly art expo where you can discover your next masterpiece by visiting avonpossibilities.com. For the start of our morning, some of that haze returned to the atmosphere. We're going to discover where it's coming from, but some areas that are looking around, you find it looking a bit more blue. Not really finding the clouds in the sky right now, but looking over Beaver Creek and that area, maybe that's your home. Maybe you like to do that run, that jog through there. That's the little school route right through there. There's some vehicles, the bus route, the Western Gondola. Sky conditions looking wide open for you today. Temperatures for the morning started out in the mid-40s. Yes, you can really feel that chill, but I'm seeing short sleeves and some shorts on people here and a ball cap. So some people are really here to endure and embrace the day. As we look at the temperatures, we started out the week, the 60s, the 70s, so ideal. Overnight temperatures were in the 40s. Now we're climbing back into the 80s and finding those summertime temperatures, but comfortably. Not that alarming, where are we in Texas? It's kind of hot for the 80s around here. No, it's going to be really nice out there, but still keep in mind what the weather requires of all of us, our family members, hydrating often, being aware of our surroundings when we're out biking, hiking, and our pets too, keeping an eye on them, and wildlife so that we know what to do when we may happen upon moose, bear, deer out there. Not just today, any day, all summer long. Next couple of days, now we're finding those temperatures climbing back into the 80s, plenty more sunshine, putting on those layers of sunscreen, overnight low temperatures right there, dipping into the mid-40s, makes for a that much more comfortable night's sleep. Whereas Steve Lee of KZYR Radio, Tricia, if you remember about a week ago, he said it felt like it was in the 90s at nighttime and he couldn't sleep. But now here are those 40s right there as we roll into the weekend and rolling into the brand new week and also the second week of August. Notice anything different?
All right.
Wave number 3 of vehicles should be coming through anytime now for tours.
Hey, tell me about that blue Jeep. What license plate's on that blue Jeep? I saw that yesterday.
Okay,
Is it Florida?
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida.
Okay. Yep.
I'm not running tags, Trisha.
Okay. Well, I was just saying that yesterday when I was in their parking lot, I saw license plates from like Montana and Florida, and like that's what's so cool is a lot of John Packer's guides, they love fishing and they travel for it. And right now, summertime is prime time fly fishing here. So yeah, it's neat to see these vehicles.
If I could share additionally, so I asked this guy named Kip, I think his name is, I was standing by one of the boats that took off, and I was looking inside of what they're packing. I'm like, well, where's the beer? And they said, no beer. And specifically, this guy, I think his name is Kip, he's like, I don't like people drinking on my boat. They like to be responsible out there. I said, what about packing a lunch? Oh, yeah, you could pack a lunch. So there you have there's some intel there.
Yes, yes. You know what? I guess you save the beer. It's kind of like après ski, après fish. And, that's when you tell your fish stories, just like you tell your big mountain dropping off cliff stories, that kind of thing. All right.
Yeah, some
Okay.
good insight there. Save the beer for celebrating afterwards and get out there and enjoy responsibly fly fishing and take in the training, not as a hobnob over beers, as a tailgate.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Ty, thank you for giving us the reports. Are you going to go in the store at all? Or is it too crowded? No room. All right.
They'll put a name tag on me and I'll start checking people in and filling out waivers before you know it. Do I need another job, Trisha? Really?
No, you don't. Okay. All right, Ty, thanks for the report and the weather. Looks like our weather's going to be great for any activity you're doing today, whether you're taking it to the rivers, maybe going to the Eagle River Park, heading to the park in Avon for the free dance event that's going on with Ballet X at 5:30. It's just going to be a wonderful day after kind of a rainy start to our week. But right now, we've our very own assistant editor, Sean Naylor, doing some grilling segments. We said, Sean, I know that you love to grill. Why don't you do some videos for us? He got this brand new smoker down in Down Valley. So let's find out what he is cooking on the grill today.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily, and on today's episode of On the Grill, we are throwing tomahawks. Let's do this, baby. All right, so now I have tomahawk steak on the cooler side of the grill and the vegetables on the sear side of the grill. See this? The rolls have reversed. So I'm gonna pull this over and let it sit.
All right, that grilling looks so good. Sean, you need to bring some to the office next time. Hey, but we're going to bring it up to Beaver Creek now. And one of the great activities you can do up at Beaver Creek is hiking. And we have Ken Hovey standing by at the Beaver Creek Hiking Center. And they take their hiking very seriously, but they want to have a lot of fun too. But they have a whole center dedicated to it. And are we going to bring in Ken? Hi, Ken. Hi, Sharon.
Hi. How are you, Trisha?
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're excited to hear about the trails.
Yeah, might have a little technical difficulty, but we'll get through it. Good to see Sharon this morning. Hadn't seen her in a few years. Beaver Creek Hiking Center. I love the location. I have no idea where you are. Tell our
the Summer Adventure Center. That's a place to come to. We're everything activity-wise.
Right next to tea.
Yeah.
The restroom. Time
Hey Ken, hold on a minute. Hey Ken, we're gonna have you see if you can refresh. Okay. Hey Ken, can you hear me? Okay, we're gonna see if we can refresh their stream and maybe get them on the Wi-Fi and everything. Okay, yeah, just because we want to hear what Sharon Dale has to say. Even if we have to take her outside, it might work out better out there. So stand by for that. All right. We're gonna. Okay, the idea is still in Avon with the boats and everything, right by Fly Fishing Outfitters. Let's go to him for a second. Hey, Ty. Okay, so we were talking now. How was your bagels and lox that you just had?
Oh, were you? Yeah, it's right here. You want to
Oh
see?
wait, are you eating it right now?
Yeah, I always talk about fishing and just get, I don't know. It's kind of weird that I'll be working on a new appetite. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but you were telling me about, we were talking about our summertime favorites and you mentioned gazpacho.
Oh, yeah. So I was hanging out. Scott Reed came to town the other day just to visit, passes through the limousine drive, grab a quick bite to eat. I'm at Westside Cafe, looking at the menu, Aperol Spritz, split a burger, split some wings, strawberry tomato gazpacho, delicious.
Yes.
So that's like, I feel like I'm probably putting the idea out there. What's the drink of summer? Aperol Spritz. Fantastic. Big Bordeaux glass filled with ice, a standard pour of champagne, equal measure of the Italian liqueur, the flavor Aperol. And then I actually would use like an orange juice or an Italian blood orange if I could find some, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then I make my way over to the Westside Cafe, gazpacho. Had to have it. So now you have both of those, eating light, satisfied, and just tasting these new flavors, then like a rum and Coke.
Oh, yeah,
and a batch of wings again. Let's explore the creativity. And who would have thought? Strawberry fire roasted tomato gazpacho. Such a delish.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? And right now, think about it. I believe the peaches are arriving at the markets. Okay. Oh, there we go. Another boat. Yeah.
It's a busy day here.
It's a busy day. Good thing that parking lot is big. So I think the peach dishes right now, the corn, Olathe sweet corn, we're getting that returning to the farmers market this time of year. So it's good to switch up the menu, switch up, please your palate with something that's in season.
Yes, absolutely. And I would love to tell you more, except for one thing. Battery's going to die on this thing. The screen's getting dark. Good talking with you guys. This could be me signing off. The rest is up to you. You can do this.
All right. Okay, Ty. Hey, try to get yourself on one of those boats. Maybe you could just be a castaway on one of those fishing trips. Ty Diaz standing by in Avon at Fly Fishing Outfitters. So we're excited to find out what they're doing. And they said they're so busy up there at Fly Fishing Outfitters. So if you want to book a trip, they had availability tomorrow or check out, throughout the weekend and next week too. Just give them a call. All right, Ty. Oh, wait, we are done with Ty. All right, there's Ken. Okay, and there's Sharon. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I just couldn't hear you very well, and this is so pretty. Okay, tell us more.
There we go. I'm going to move our camera down. Good morning, Trisha. Yeah, we had a bad connection. I've got Sharon with me. Haven't seen her in a few years. Trails, though, right now, I mean, as you mentioned, this is where you want to be.
Totally.
We started to talk about Beaver Lake and that hike. I've always done it from down below. Right.
Yeah, 3.5 miles and 1,700 vertical.
You come around that bend, it gets steep. You're saying you could take the lift.
You take the lift up, and then you're at 10.2, and you go down to the lake.
More of a traverse.
More of a traverse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like the idea of this. Yep. This is good.
A little shorter too.
And this is a great tip. This is the example of why you go to the Beaver Creek Hiking Center, because they know things like that. What are some of the other trails?
Oh, Overlook for those who really want to work out. 4 miles, 2,000 vertical. We've got a nice little loop just around here. It involves a couple of trails, so come in the center and we'll help you, but it's a real easy one. Goes up to 4 miles, but you can stop it at 2, 3, or 4 miles. So.
And it's nice, too, in that it doesn't matter. As soon as you start the hike, I mean, if you start your hike from right here where we're standing, it's absolutely beautiful. So it just continues to do. I like going early, too. Beat the heat, right? This is the time to do it.
Yeah, beat the heat for sure, as early as you can get out. Best time to see animals.
And you're always advising on, hikes here at Beaver Creek, but all the hikes. I mean, let's face it, Colorado, we're full of them. Yep. People want to do 14ers.
Yep, and we do 14ers.
You do?
We guide them. There's 10 of them available that we have permits for. So if you ever wanted to do one, give us a call.
I one time hiked with, I think it was 11 women to the top of Mount Elbert. They wanted to go up there. I wasn't their guide. One of them was a friend. Hey, would you mind coming along? You know, they don't. Sure, I come along. All of a sudden, I'm carrying like 5 backpacks, and I don't realize why they're so heavy. And I asked them, when we get to the top, they broke out a big magnum of champagne. And I was like, girls, we're only halfway there.
Yes. And
right?
you know, that's
when you get
so
to the
true.
top, you're halfway there. We still got to go back.
Right. Exactly.
I think one of them was hospitalized shortly after that. It was like a stress bomb going
No,
off.
we have
like,
permits to hike within an 80-mile radius.
Cool.
And so we can get you away from everybody. Way into the backcountry, we provide lunches. I mean, we've got rain gear, backpacks.
Do it all. You're not going to be unprepared if you go with Sharon and the crew.
Yeah.
If we do want to book these trips, how do we do that? And like, you know, do we call up and kind of give you an idea on who we are? What is that?
So yeah, best way to do is give us a call. We can help you figure out what it is you want to do and what you're capable of doing as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good part. That's important.
Yes, people that have never hiked that want to do a 14er are probably not a great idea to be successful at it.
Yes.
So things like that. We would love you to call 970-754-5373. That's our phone number. You can find us on beavercreek.com and get our phone number that way as well. And then we have some things listed on beavercreek.com as well under the hiking center.
I find it ironic that the hiking center is at the top of the escalators. There's really not that much work that entails like getting to it. It's once you leave and you go and you start to do it.
No, exactly. You know, and it's Beaver Creek, not exactly roughing
That is
it,
exactly
so.
right. Heated sidewalks, escalators that take you to the lift, and then hopefully it comes back this year. Free chocolate chip cookies.
I know.
Bring back the cookies, Beaver Creek. We want them. Great to see you today.
Yeah, great to see you.
Where are you hiking today? Where are you going?
We're going up to Beaver Lake.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Taking the lift?
Taking the
or
lift.
the gondola? And I also
That's
wanted to
such a-
mention, you can't see Sharon's amazing, there's a chocolate lab is over here. I'm not going to try to move the camera because I'm afraid of it falling. What's his name?
Tomas.
What is the rule on dogs
So
in Beaver
the
Creek?
great thing about dogs in Beaver Creek is they're on a leash. You can take them up the gondola with you and hike out to Beaver Lake.
Can't do that in Vail.
You cannot do that in Vail.
You can only download
Right.
in Vail. Look, Tomas knows. He's like, I'm ready to hike.
Tomas knows he's coming
That's
over.
a good one. Beaver Creek really getting dog friendly lately.
Right.
This is good.
Yeah.
All right. You might be inspiring some other resorts to do the same.
There we go.
All right. Good to see you. Sharon, once
Yes.
again, she's going to walk with Tomas. Trisha, back to you. I don't know. It goes to a dark screen. Maybe they're finding some B-roll.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have any questions?
You know what? I think Sharon covered it all. I love that we've got the website and the phone number, and that's a good tip to maybe take the lift up Royal Elk over to Beaver Lake. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. That is really neat. So Sharon Dale, she's been with the Beaver Creek Hiking Center for many, many years, and they know those trails so well. So it's nice to go with the guys. But if you can actually get out to some of the other peaks, she mentioned they have permits for peaks within an 80-mile radius. So cool to see just a different area of Colorado. If you're ready, if you're up for it, if you've been, out there hiking, you're fit, you can handle the altitude, and make sure your hiking shoes are broken in. There's nothing worse than going on a long hike with new shoes. You don't want the blisters. That will kind of ruin the rest of your hiking days on your trip. But we've got some more coming up on Vail Daily Live. In fact, we're going to give you, what was that, Meredith? Okay, we're going to let you know about the headlines for today. So Vail Daily comes out daily, and we have the news for Thursday, the 5th of August. And on the cover, speaking of Beaver Creek, hey, this shot was taken from Beaver Creek from the Rebound Trampolines. And on there, Ben McCord, 5 years old of Dallas, gets air on the trampoline on Wednesday. The weekend forecast calls for warmer and drier conditions. Headlines for today, Vail greenlights housing. Town Council overturns Design Review Board's rejection of residences at Main Vail, clearing way for workhouse housing project. And housing, of course, is such a hot topic in our valley. You can learn more about this development on page A3. And then also in today's paper on page A2, full gallop, large effort underway to rid wild horses from areas managed by BLM White River Field Office. You can check out some of the photos of what they're trying to do to take care of this issue on page A2. But also, Eagle plans to broaden access to open spaces. That story can be found in today's Vail Daily. Smoke from a distant or close fire. If you're wondering what the smoke is, you can learn more about how smoke travels from various fires on page A8. And then don't forget, we'll have our arts and entertainment section back tomorrow, so we can give you details on what to do for your weekend. A lot of fun things happening this weekend. We're still kind of right in the thick of it. You know, a lot of people do start going back to school, but August is still a busy month for us. So we've got the Avon Festival of the Arts happening this weekend. Next week, we're going to have the weekly Arts Expo returning to Avon on Wednesdays. And then we'll have the Kids Adventure Games coming to Vail. It's just, you can never get enough of it. And one more thing we want to mention before we go is the Best of the Vail Valley. So this is an annual contest that is put on by the Vail Daily, but it's reader's choice. So nominations are accepted right now through tomorrow, the 6th of August, and then we'll start the voting. That'll be later on the month, August 16th. So if you want to pick out your favorite bike shop, if you want to let us know about your favorite restaurant, your favorite sports stores, we're going to have all those different categories, your favorite transportation service. We're going to have all of that for you here. So best golf course, best family entertainment, best romantic date, best breakfast. So get your nominations in now, and then plan to vote later on this month. And then we'll reveal everything in a big party we're going to have this fall. So kind of cool that we've got this magazine that you can pick up right now if you want to look at the 2021 version for that. But right now, let's give you some details on what our viewers have been doing. We love to see what you're up to. So you can always hashtag us on Vail Daily Live Instagram. You can submit things to our vaildailylive.com submit page. Submit your videos. Submit your fun photos. Were you caught in the rain this week? Did you catch a cool rainbow? We want to see what you're up to and include it on our show. So you can do that by, once again, hashtagging us, or of course, you can take a look at our website and get those details. All right. What do you got, Meredith?
I got a good bear.
You got a good bear?
Bear submit. Look at this.
What? Okay, let's see this. You know, I hardly have seen any bears here, which I'm glad. I don't really want to see them on the trail. What? Where is that? Wow.
Backyard, it looks like.
Where?
It looks like a backyard.
Oh, backyard, man. Somebody, he's coming to the barbecue. Look at that. That is a big bear. All right. Yes. And one thing about the bears right now, they're starting looking for food. They're starting to prepare for the winter already, and they need to consume thousands and thousands of calories a day. So they're looking for the easy target, which is garbage cans, dumpsters. So don't put your garbage out until the morning of pickup, and make sure you bring it in that afternoon or evening. You don't want to leave these overnight. You know, bears, they do a lot of the roaming around at night, and those dumpsters, and they're habitual. So once they find that food source, they're going to keep on coming back. And if they do so, a lot of times they are taken away and brought to a remote location, but sometimes they come back. So we're in bear territory, and this is their neighborhood. We just happen to live here. So try to be smart and bear aware. But here's our Instagram. Let's see what we got going on there. Oh, some pretty pictures. Oh, the burner dogs. All right. The burner dogs. I love these guys. The Birder Babes of Vail, right? Is that what their name is? Mm-hmm. Look at those beautiful shots. So yeah, send us your cool pictures. We'd love to see more of them and see what you're up to. So share it with us. I have some cool pictures that I need to share. I was at the Vail Dance Festival yesterday. We were setting up for the fundraiser that Robbie Fairchild was hosting. Robbie Fairchild was, of course, with New York City Ballet. He came to the Vail Dance Festival many, many years, but then he got a gig on Broadway, and he was traveling with An American in Paris Broadway show, and he lived in London for a while. And he said that he lived next door to a flower shop, and he got all into the flower bouquet designing. So I'll be putting those pictures on our Instagram so you can see that. But right now, we've got to head down to Ken Hovey. He has made his way to the Avalon Clothing Store, a great store in Beaver Creek. So we're happy to have you guys there. Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Trisha.
All right, we're doing some shopping.
Yeah, Trisha, have you ever been in here?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Oh my
in fact,
gosh.
I've had lots of fun in there.
Wow. If you want to look stylish, this is where you come. Good to see Richie this morning. I've never been in here. Does everyone come in and just go,
Welcome.
wow?
Yes, it is very nice. It's Italian luxury for men and women, imported mostly. It's beautiful, beautiful. A lot of
Beautiful.
handcrafted items.
The shoes, the jackets. I love the t-shirts. I like the one up there that says local.
Oh, yeah.
You do card people, right? And check their ID? Like
no.
only locals can buy that?
Oh, not at all.
I guess it makes you
We
a local.
love the tourists.
It makes you a local anywhere that you go. But it is really cool in here. But you've got some sales going on. You got a lot going on. Summer fashions. Fall is arriving. You got those coming in.
Lots of stuff. So first we have our sale going on. We have lots of sale left. So come in and shop our sale. We love a discount.
I love a sale rack.
It's on top of being marked down, which are already pretty heavy discounts. We are doing buy two, get your third free. So, I mean, you're saving.
Yes.
You can save thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I like it.
It's awesome.
And also, you can have an open container in Beaver Creek while you walk around. So, kind of fuel the consumption and little liquid bravery. Yeah, let's go, pick that up.
Come shop.
Come shop with a buzz.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Come check out the new arrivals while you're doing it.
That's my wife. She does that. She gets way wealthier per cocktail.
Well, yeah.
It's just how it works.
And then you get less wealthy.
I know. Then, the bank account gets depleted. But you do have a lot of sale items. I also noticed you have everything. I mean, from shoes to jewelry. There's nothing that doesn't have the attention to detail.
No, we've got you covered. Basically, if you lose your luggage or something, we can cover you.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Here is my Amex card. I need a bag and then fill it with everything that I need.
Exactly.
Right here. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Those are
exactly.
Good. It probably happens up here in
It
Beaver
does.
Creek
And
occasionally.
they pay for your ticket, so you might as well.
And it's so convenient. You're right next door to the ice skating
Yep.
rink, right here on the Beaver Creek Promenade. I'd have to imagine this has been a pretty busy summer for you.
We have been slammed. It is so busy up here. Summer's going on. They're doing concerts up here. It's the place to
Helmet
be.
Fricker, anytime he's around. Yeah. All right, before we wrap this up, top three things. Let's go 3 to 1. Third favorite item, second favorite item, men and women.
Oh.
Third.
Women's sweaters coming in from Autumn Cashmere. And then men's shirts
Cashmere,
from
that's
Stenstrom's.
Okay.
And then we have tons of men's denim coming in for fall. So
Is that the look now?
Yes.
Are we going back to jean jackets?
Yeah.
Popped collar or down?
Popped.
Popped collar, jean jacket. Oh, man. Like Zach from Saved by the Bell. It's all coming back again. Number one item, men and women, they come in, they love it, they got to have it.
Leather jackets from Gmos.
That's it?
100%.
Okay. I love it. Good to see you.
You as well.
Have a great sale. Everything. I'm going to shop around here. Trisha, it's an interesting interview when you look down here in the corner and you see Trisha. She's looking at items. Trisha, do you see anything you want?
Well, you know what? I love those jackets that you have. Like I was in there with my sister one time, and it was the reversible. So it had the fur on the outside and then the leather on the other side. And I we can justify anything. That's 2 jackets in one, right? Do you have those? Are they coming back?
Well, Trisha, your audio backed out on us a bit. We'll catch up with you later.
All right. Thanks, you guys. All right. So Avalon Clothing, they've got a deal going on. We're going to let you know about that. And that is mentioned, seen this interview, and get free shipping and a free face mask from Italy. Wow. If you're going to wear a face mask, it might as well be from Italy and be super stylish. So stop in. Avalon Clothing is right by the ice rink. Which is not an ice rink right now. That's the kind of the little backyard where the ice rink stage is, the yoga, the dryland fitness, and the picnic tables and the yard games. You can find it there. Hey, we're going to give you another look at the weather before we leave you today. And temperature-wise, we are starting to rise into the 50s, which is welcome after what we saw yesterday. A couple of last night, a lot of cool temperatures last night. So we're at 54 in Eagle, 54 in Vail, 52 for Edwards, and 54 for Avon. And then for Eagle today, they'll be in the mid 80s as their high as you go down Valley. Edwards, 82. And then we'll see Avon as 83 and Vail 79. So the upper 70s to mid 80s throughout most of the day. And then we're looking at good weather, a little chance of showers on your Friday, but then 75 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, nice temperatures for any of your activity and a really low chance of rain. This weather report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. So good place to go if you're looking for some back to school clothes. And then I think, what else do we need to do, Meredith? Are we done? Okay, let's check in with the chat. Let's see what we got. Now, I know we talked to Rodney before, but okay, Bernadette. Hello. Hi, Bernadette. And then we had a question about, hey, what channel? I have DirecTV. You know what, Susan? This is the beauty of a live stream, is you have so many different ways to watch us. You can watch us on your phone, on your laptop, on your desktop, on your actual TV. So when we are live, you can watch us on vaildaily.com, vaildailylive.com. But if you want to interact and chat with us, you can watch us on YouTube and Facebook. Now, when we go off the air, then you can watch us on demand anytime you want. You can watch us on YouTube and Facebook again. You won't be able to chat with us at that point because we're already gone, but we're also on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and we're a podcast on Spotify. So if you want to go for a hike, or maybe you're driving up from Denver, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts, or just hop on Spotify and just put us on in the car and you'll be good to go. But thank you for the question. All right, that's it for today. Enjoy that Dancing in the Park free event tonight, 5:30 with Ballet X, or any of the multitude of live music that you're going to find from Eagle up to Lion's Head today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hardcore of
Ken, can you hear me?
You're gonna be like,
I don't know if he can hear me. I don't think he can hear me. Ken is all right. I thought he was trying on clothes. Hey, we got to do one more weather. Okay, you can take him out, Meredith. All right, we got one more weather to do, and this is from Carrots Jewelers. Carrots has been busy with the Koji Kawamoto trunk show all week. Koji, I do believe, made it over to Aspen. It probably took a long time to get there, but Koji was going to bring his pearls over there. So we had so much fun with them the last couple of days. But Carrots Jewelers, making heirlooms since for 50 years. Dan Talene is just amazing with what he can create in the jewelry world. But as we mentioned throughout the show, the weather is improving so much. So we're really glad that we are seeing drier conditions. We're seeing sunnier skies, although we do have some smoke in the atmosphere. Not quite sure where it's from, if it's from a fire that's throughout Colorado or a different state. But right now it feels like 52, and it is 52, and really low humidity. We're going to see temperatures rise into the 70s, and then overnight lows will be in the 40s for Vail, and then a little bit warmer as you travel down Valley. And then the next couple of days look like this. We'll see more sunshine in the forecast, and we'll be also seeing a chance of showers for your Friday. Not a huge chance, but they're saying just a slight chance, maybe about a 30% chance, according to the National Weather Service. And that would be for your Friday, mainly before 7 p.m. So not all day, not all night, but kind of in the later afternoon where we see those clouds build. That's when we could see those showers. And wind, not too bad this morning at all. A west wind today by about 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming east after this evening. If you care about wind, if you're going to do some road biking, it's always good to know what direction the wind is coming from to help you decide your route. This weather report, once again, brought to you by Carrots, creating heirlooms for over 50 years. Thank you for joining us for today's show. I'm Trisha Swenson on behalf of Ken Hovey and Ty Diaz. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For, is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing, your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.